over 32. So he definitely helps
He's an upgrade.
immediately. He is an upgrade. Let's go to the NBA, though, because we have not seen these people. Hello, everyone. Since Jayson Tatum made his return to the Celtics, and since he's come back, Tatum has put up 35 combined points against the Mavs and Cavs in what has been 2 wins, including an 11-point victory over a top 5 team in the East. The Celtics are now only 2.5 games behind the Pistons, who have lost 4 straight games for the top seed in the East. In a win over the Mavericks, Tatum became the 4th Celtics player with 15 points, 10 boards, 5 dimes. He's been so impressive. But as we say hello to Brian Windhorst, hello Vince Goodwill. Oh, there you go. There you see the numbers there in the standings. The Celtics, are they now winning the East with the addition of Tatum?
Vinny, go ahead.
Or Vinny.
Vinny, go ahead.
Okay, so
I would say this.
I said Vinny, not Wendy. Vinny. V as in a V. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Good Monday morning to you, too.
Exactly. Good morning, everybody. I will say this. I can no longer summarily dismiss the Celtics as a true contender in the Eastern Conference the way I did before I saw Jayson Tatum play. Now, I still have questions. The Celtics have 13 games in 25 days this month. If Tatum were to play in every single game, I think you have to see him go through the rigors of the NBA schedule to see how he comes out with fatigue and the wear and tear that's naturally going to come on his body. Like in the second half, he had a great first half. In that second half, he slowed down. He was a -10. He was a -3 overall. I'm just going to attribute that to the Cleveland Cavaliers comeback and Jayson Tatum getting himself acclimated. But, guys, I don't think anybody could have expected him to look as fluid as he has looked in these 2 games so far against decent enough competition, at least yesterday in the Cavs. I think they have a very realistic chance, Stephen A. and Brian, of getting to the finals just because the East is so flawed. It's all going to be dependent on matchups. I'm looking forward to seeing the Knicks and Celtics April 9th at the Garden. Maybe that'll give us the final answers that we need to know about both of those clubs.
Wendy?
Before Wendy chimes in.
Vince, you were dismissing them?
I'm saying before Wendy chimes in, Vinny went on First Take. When we say the word fluid, we say fluid. We say fluid. Just Wendy to teach you. Wendy to teach you. You understand what I'm saying? We say fluid. Just so you know that. Go ahead, Wendy. Go ahead, Wendy. Go ahead, Wendy.
Vince, you were dismissing them before this. That's a different discussion. I don't think this could have gone better for Tatum and the Celtics. Okay, now if he had looked shaky and rusty and he had started 2-15 shooting, I would have been on here this morning, Shay, saying, "Hey, take it easy. Don't overreact to a bad performance. Give him some time." So I'm going to say the same thing. Take it easy. Let's not just assume that all of a sudden, because he's looked relatively good, that the Celtics are going to run away with this. Having said this, I was having a difficult time over the last month or two trying to discern the difference between these top 4 teams in the Eastern Conference. And I agree with what you said on this, Vince, that it's going to come down to health, and it's going to come down to matchups, and it's going to come down to who has a good shooting streak. Because yesterday, for example, the Cavs went ice cold in the second quarter of this game, and some of it was the Celtics defense, some of it was they just missed shots. But Tatum, guys, he looks pretty good. Like one of the things I was watching was, does he go into his step back game? Because the step back is what he hurt that Achilles on. Right out of the gate on Friday, he went to the step back. Now, I'm sure he would never have come back if he didn't trust it, but I just wanted to see it. They're not letting us watch these practices, and I thought he looked good. I thought his explosion to the basket looked relatively good. He was able to get to the foul line. Now, let me say, tomorrow night, the Celtics are playing a very interesting game in San Antonio. I didn't feel that the Cavs targeted Tatum. The Cavs had some different things in their game plan. They were going at Sam Hauser, for example, coming out of the gate. They had Sam Merrill as the defender on Tatum to start the game. I will be interested to see tomorrow, after the Spurs, who are maybe the hottest team in the league right now, have now watched Jayson Tatum play 2 games in 54 minutes, if they go at him a little bit and test him. So that's the next thing I want to see. A great week coming up for Jayson Tatum at San Antonio on Tuesday, at Oklahoma City on Thursday. Let's revisit this at the end of the week, guys. But I couldn't be more pleased with how good Tatum looked, and I definitely have Boston at the top of my list in the Eastern Conference right now.
I agree with you. I think they got to be at the top of the list right now, considering the fact that we see Jayson Tatum on the court. He comes out He comes out in his first game Friday night, electrified the crowd at TD Garden rather, and dropped a double-double against Cleveland last night. He scores 14 points in his first 12 minutes of action, balled out in the first quarter before going cold and then hitting a couple of shots late, to help seal the deal. But the bottom line is this: when you look at the Boston Celtics, Vucevic is out, and he's going to be out for about another month or so. He's going to be back in the lineup, of course. You got Tatum back in the lineup. You've seen what Pritchard has done for you. You see what Derek Brown can do for you. Jalen Brown is an MVP candidate. Joey Mazzulla, as far as I'm concerned, is a favorite for Coach of the Year honors as well. When you look at all of the stuff that Boston has going for them, you can't say enough about what you're seeing from them. I would say this, though. I'm not going to judge Tatum too harshly against San Antonio. He clearly still is trying to get his legs under him. He hasn't really been tested yet where we've seen whether or not he can provide any lift or whatever. And Wendy and Vinny, I think that it's going to be a couple of weeks before we see something like that unfold. We just got to make sure that he's going to stay healthy. Wish him nothing but the best, and we'll go from there. To Cleveland, I will say this. Ice cold, yes, it's just the second quarter. 0 of 14 from three-point range, 4 of 25 shooting. Just 2 points in the first 7 minutes and 21 seconds of the second quarter, and finished the whole quarter scoring just 10 points. Let me tell you why that's a bad sign. It contributes to the narrative. The Boston Celtics are coming in the house. By the way, they've already beaten you twice this year before they played you yesterday, okay? Then they beat you again. In all 3 meetings you've gone up against them, they've taken you out. We're looking at the Cleveland Cavaliers with Harden, with Donovan Mitchell back in the lineup. Yeah, he's been out for a few games, missed 4 games or whatever with the groin injury. But the bottom line, he still gave you 30. But you found a way to look at Cleveland and say to yourself, same questions about these brothers. We know they can play. We know they got the talent, but that little oomph is missing when you think about the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's missing, and it can't be missing against Cleveland. It can't be missing against Boston. It can't be missing against Detroit. It wasn't missing against the New York Knicks, and it can't come playoff time. This is the problem when you look at the Cleveland Cavaliers. The fact that the questions that we have coming into these matchups, we depart from those games with the same damn questions, which means that's the answer that we're looking for. Y'all ain't ready. And so they're going to have to show us otherwise. Otherwise, the moves that they made is going to be for naught.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
For the first time since 2019-2020, the Celtics swept the regular season series against the Cavs. You know who had the oomph? The Celtics. We stay in the East because the Knicks didn't have much working for them against the Lakers yesterday. They're on their West Coast road trip. No LeBron, no problem for Los Angeles, who never trailed against the Knicks. Luka put up 35 points, gave them room to catch up in the fourth, but New York just could not capitalize. The Knicks got 0 points on 6 shot attempts from Mikal Bridges in 27 minutes of work. 8 of 34 from 3 did the Knicks go against the Lakers. Is this a bad game or a bad sign for the Knicks, Stephen?
Well, listen.